the track to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia. The world is a troubled place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race in this transition. When we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only love can set us free to fight injustice wherever it be. Just said the hungry must be fed, but man can't live by only bread. We have the future in our hands. Let's take the track to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia, America, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, from the middle of the graveyard to the center of the sea. Our ancestors, are you and me, we are the great ones. From the beginning of time, we have the heart, the soul, the body, and the mind. Calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some never know themselves until them back against the wall. Jamaica, Haiti, Nyankopong a call, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Praises to the great ones, praises of our nation. Oh yes, I say, united we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some will never know themselves until they're back against the wall. Nigeria and Nigeria, the Asians wanna calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, aya, hoya, leaving demons calling, Nyankopong, calling, the global warrior calling, ancient warriors calling, Asia is calling, ancestral powers calling, China is calling,
Rising each and every liberated brothers and sisters that is here. Welcome to our class. I hope that you're hearing me loud and clear. You can open your microphone if you're hearing me. And
yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, man.
Tonight's class is chaired by none other than the High Chief of our um, intellectual department, hardworking High Chief Gary. And, he has been chairing this class for quite a while from conception, from the very beginning. His loyalty to our brothers and sisters is unquestionable. So um, this is his third session, and he has been doing quite well. We offer an hour here within our class every night, and then this allows you as a registered participant within the class, because the flyer is there. I know a lot of us are here just to. This is like the first day of school. So we are going to clear out some of the administration. We're going to also allow um, the physician slash herbalist slash nutritionist slash, what I mean, one of the most genius among us to put his class on. We also, after our class finish, this is where the spice comes in, because this class allow you to get a one-on-one consultant with the teacher that is here. So once you align yourself and you're signed up properly, then we start to do all sort of things for your estate. For those who are just joining us that have gotten their documents, as we always say to you, we give you a key, but you have to find the address. You have to know exactly what your estate looks like. And this is why we have put together the sharpening of our mind class, the Nyankopong native teaching class, because it is not just giving you your documents, it is what your documents stand for and what it is able to do for you when you're given the right channels to activate your estate. So I'll just be taking a small roll call when it comes on to tonight, because I know not everyone is here as yet. We do have brothers and sisters who have passed their second semester, and they're very qualified for the third part. I don't think High Chief Gary um, has a lot of work to do as far as the brothers and sisters who have walked from stage one to stage two, and now we're at stage three. You may, if you're just joining us, you may not understand some of the things that we're teaching. We ask you, please, once you're enrolled as one of our brothers and sisters, to activate um yourself, your estate. We have a class that is like a small pond that we put you in, where you get familiar with all of the things the classes have been offering. And then you ask questions. The high chiefs within this teaching sessions, they are going to be your consultant. It's very important that the tutors, the teachers that are here that is teaching, they may be teaching on one subject, but they are very versed on all of the subject. You look at the flyer. I'm going to ask you when we finish to look at the flyer to actually see what this session is. This session is going to deal with, we have health and wellness, but within the said health and wellness, we will be teaching you about trust, state laws, titles, and ownership. We will also be teaching you about sovereign, servant, and sovereign. What's the difference, and what the estate can do as these two different factors, public and private. We will also have that in our teachings, where you will learn about those factors. Banking secrets, because we're in this financial globe and we have to know to monitor currency. Notification and affidavit. A lot of us, when it comes down to our estate, we will have to get that niche in. It's very important that the mechanical part of the corporation be reminded as to who is in authority. AI will not override artificial infinite power. We are the infinite sovereign power. So we have to learn how to activate that sovereignty. Uh, Learning to sign your signature different from giving an autograph. We will be having some of that session where we teach our brothers and sisters how to really sign for their estate. As it sounds very simple, but when the paperwork come back to you, you will have to witness on it. We've already done driving and traveling, but we will refresh that course with Nana. And we have quite a few teachers that will spend the time with us from the Nyankopong brothers and sisters. Plus, we also have other brothers and sisters who are in the Moorish Empire, and we're hoping this time to bring in um, someone who can teach us about our celestial power. Because I don't believe that I can't take we to all the levels, but we need to be sharpened in all of the aspects. Once again, grand rising to our brothers and sisters, and all of the chiefs that are here. Recognition, of course, Ambassador High Chief Michael is here with us today. We also have the Empress herself, High Chief Crystal, is here. And we have the doctor with us. Thank you so much, doctor. And I think her husband is here also with us, Gregory Walker. And we have our brother Nigel. But it gives me great pleasure right now to turn this whole session over to my brother and your brother, the one and only High Chief Gary. Grand Rising.
Grand rising family, grand rising. I priest God eyes for that beautiful, so eloquently, so well spoken introduction. Yes, family, we are here again, and it is such an amazing time, and I have goosebumps right now.
Welcome. I feel good to be back in the classroom as a God.
Oh
I
man,
miss all out. I miss all out. I miss all my
family,
brothers.
tell you how time flies. Those 2 weeks went just like that. They went just like that. But family, I just want to let everybody know what is really taking place here. What you are participating in our Nyankopong teaching classes. This is part of a museum. When somebody walks into the Nyankopong Sovereign Maroon Museum, this is what they see. They see our artifacts. They see all the literature that's been written about us. They see all the artwork. They see our great leaders, warriors, ancestors. But they see these classes as well. This is a part of a library. This is a library, family. This is a library. I have to take just a couple of minutes just to go there with you with this. When just a few years ago, I remember when I came in, you'd be lucky to find something and you punch in Nyankopong on the internet. But now, if somebody was to come up to you and ask you about Nyankopong, you'd have a stack of stuff to show them. You have all of this. We have our teaching classes. We have the books written about us. We have movies written about us. The American Maroon. We have a museum here, or a Maroon museum here. We have tons of Google pages. So there is a plethora of information out there. So this in itself is a declaration. This is a declaration, this program. So thousands of years from now, when people are looking back and they see, they will say, wow, those people, those are ancestors. They put down the work for us to be where we are now. So this is a part of that work, family. Welcome to my family. I say that because you truly are my family. My strength derives from your strength. I am not strong if you are not strong. So, as a nation, one of the most important thing is our health. Our health is truly our wealth, because if we're not healthy, we cannot enjoy our wealth that is out there for us, of which we are now um, accessing. But one of the challenges we have had through conditioning is with the food, because the food is a weapon. Food has been used, food has been weaponized. So, what we are doing now is demystifying it and taking the weapons out of their teaching via, we call it conditioning, and showing you a way now to, my thing is to bring you avenues, different ways to make foods. Quick background myself, I've been a health professional for the last almost 40 years. I started in the business before personal training was an actual career, and I've made a thriving career out of it. I'm also a food scientist, herbalist, nutritionist, and I come from a brilliant lineage of herbalists. I'm looking forward to working with some of the brilliant people that we have here within our government structure. Now, tonight, and this part of the where we're going now, this direction, we need a combination. So I'm going to present to you, okay, some easy meals that we can make that's fun, appetizing, and very visually appealing, because we want to enjoy food, because food is truly our medicine, and medicine should be our food. But we are people of a scientific nature. So we are putting back the science into the food to where we can have something that is beautiful to look at, smell, to taste, and to give us that nutritional value that we need so that we can thrive as a nation. So tonight, I'm going to show you some quick dishes that you can make. Very tasty, very appealing, very nutritious, as well as I'm going to show you some very simple exercises, because we need our exercises, family. We need our exercises. Why do we need our exercises? Because we want to be able to build bone density. We want to build muscle tone. We want to raise our immune system. We want to raise our hormone levels. So these are some of the many benefits of exercising, family. So we want to break that sweat. It's also a form of detox, as well as there are some herbs that we should take as daily herbs, as a supplement. Instead of using multivitamins, we're going to use multi herbs. Some herbs in which we can use daily that is going to give us excellent nutritional benefits, and it's going to help us to help restore, especially our central nervous system, of which the system spends over $50 billion a year to attack. If you attack a people's central nervous system, you're going to take control of those people. Look at the people who are in their, now we get the late 30s, 40s, how they move. They move in a robotic type of a way. Why? Because their nerves and their central nervous system has been destroyed. But we can reverse that, and we can do it the right way through education, through practice, because we want to have a healthy, thriving nation. So, High Priest, without further ado, we can start out with the with this exercise. Again, family, this exercise is for beginners, and it can be modified, as which you'll see some of the modifications. High Priest, we can go ahead and roll the tape. All right. All right. So,
Carry on.
so there is a very quick, easy series of sets of exercise that you can do at home. And we know we're all on different levels in terms of our fitness levels. So what I recommend with these exercises, maybe you can start with perhaps 3 sets, pace yourself. And as you can see in the video, there is modified versions of those exercises. Anybody has any questions on these exercises, any of the movements?
Does those exercises that you just did are those the stretches that are prohibited in the sense of to create longevity and to clear wind from, because based on how some of them I see they're doing is like that would move like excess gas that is stored backed up in the system. Is that one of the reasons for it? Already.
Yes, Ambassador. Yes, not only will it help you that, like I said, it's going to help you to break a sweat. It's going to get your system moving, raise your testosterone levels. You see, when one of the secrets,
Gonna
and I,
strengthen your core.
yes, it strengthens the core. When you do your legs, for men especially, if you do your legs a couple of times a week, it will naturally raise up your testosterone level. A little secret there. So, Ambassador Michael, to answer your question, it will not only do that for you, but it will do a plethora of other things as well. And like I said, the lower body, especially, is very, very important. It works on the core. The core is a very important area for us, because you see a lot when some of us, we get up to certain ages, we start to have these back issues and things like that. So it addresses that as well as it covers a number of other things. It helps to build the shoulder strength, helps to build the triceps, helps to build the chest, the front of the shoulders, and all of that. So what you can do is, like I said, you can pace yourself. Like I said, start with 3 rounds. The lunges, if you're not able to do it like the way it's done in the exercise in the video, what you can do is you can use a chair and put one arm on it just to keep you balanced, so that you can execute the exercise correctly. If you have trouble moving at a certain speed, take your time, so that way you can move through the exercise correctly and you get the correct flow on it when you do that. But I promise you, if you start with this routine here, how many times a week do I recommend this routine? You can start off with doing this 3 times a week, and you can do every other day. So you can do maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Cardio. Cardio. You want to get some cardio in. This will get your heart rate up. It's going to get your heart rate up. Okay, before I get to the cardio, how much rest should you take in between exercise, for example? Okay, you can start off with maybe taking, like I said, depending on the condition you're in, is depending how much time and how much rest you're going to need in between. So maybe you can do maybe like 45 seconds to a minute rest in between exercises. So we try to go from one exercise to the other, and we'll do 3 rounds. Okay, so we'll start with that. In terms of resting period, it's 45 seconds to a minute. As your level of fitness ascends, because this can be modified and scaled up. It's very important. So you can build off of this routine. Start with that, go 3 rounds, and then after, when you're finished, go do some cardio. So if you have a bicycle, if you have a treadmill, or if you have an elliptical, or you're rolling into good weather now out where most of you live, I recommend go outside and go do some cardio, either walk or take a little light jog. Like I said, depending what kind of condition you're in, try to get at least 30 minutes minimum of cardio. How many days a week should you do cardio? I would say maybe start with 4 to 5 days a week. Pace yourself and try to do different things. Don't try to do the same thing every day. Don't try to walk every day. And if you're walking, after a while, try to do a brisk walk, and eventually try to do maybe a light jog. If you have knee problems, things like that, maybe you want to invest in the bicycle, things like that, just to create variety. Those are important things. Varieties of life. So that's what I would recommend. 3 times a week, you want to start with this routine. And cardio, 4 to 5 times a week. So after this routine, go do about half an hour of cardio. And like I said, you're going to start to feel so much better.
What about somebody like me that always works and on their leg all the time? Because for my job, I'm always standing up and moving around. You hardly get time to sit down.
Okay.
You're because I'm doing this too. The beetroot and ginger curry. That will be your water now. And you get up in the morning, the first thing you do, drink. You see like a water them where you carry at daytime, carry a back like that. Trust me, my brother. I have something that I am working on named bitter color. Yes, because I hear my chief care talk about it. I have some downseeds where I beat up with the ginger, bitter color, and some pimento seed. And I make the water boil and then I make it cool. And then you drink them thing then now, Karima, the woman at the house are gonna start. Karima, what you do? Mad, bitter color. I'm gonna show you on the camera before I leave. It's a like a seed where you beat out. I'm gonna show you on a beat on a Asian beating bowl. Because
I wanted that, but my beating bowl small, so we need a bigger one.
I'm gonna show you. Get a bigger one. Get a bigger one.
Why? Well, I know why my sister is because once I'm not working on the weekends, I go run a couple of miles.
Yes.
You understand me? I try to run every weekend. Once I get on to spring, summertime, fall, I try to do my running. I try to get it in every weekend. So I run about an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on how I start, and then I try to cut down on the time because I increase my speed over the same period of time.
Yes. I love that. That is music to my ears. So be creative with your exercise. And as time goes on, like I said, we're going to have different routines. And like I said, there's many variation. If you find this routine to be a little bit too simple for you, you can add an extra round to it. Okay? But we need to be out there, family, exercising at least 4 to 5 times a week. It makes a big difference, cuts down the stress. It's a natural detoxifier, hormone levels, and all of that, all the great things. And then when we couple that with the food, man, we are flying. So very, very important. Now, any questions in regards to the time of day to exercise? Is there a best time of day? Well, okay, there is, but there's a little thing I got to put next to that. Okay, ideal time would be the first thing in the morning, but for some, perhaps it doesn't fit your schedule. But the ideal time is first thing in the morning. You know, you go on an empty stomach, or you can drink. You can check. There's a recipe that I recommend. It will make you burn fat even much more efficiently because it's tapping into your fat reserves and all of that. You know, but the ideal time would be the first thing in the morning. But for some, the schedule does not permit. So maybe for some, do it in the evening, but make sure you get it in. And remember, maybe during the week might be a little bit tough. So what you can do is, maybe I can try to get maybe 1 or 2 sessions in the week, and then maybe I can try to get that extra day or two on the weekends. But it is imperative that we exercise. Why? Because we need the body. Oh, Ross God has come styling me up now. Now we're all in trouble. Now we're all in trouble.
This is where Kemet got its chemistry from.
Oh man, yes, yes.
This is where Kemet, all doctors start out from here, so yeah. If you don't have one of these in your kitchen
Mm,
to make your medicine be your food and your food be a medicine,
mm.
you notice when it's make out of granite stone,
Yes,
it has several
yes.
this has several powers with it.
Oh man, just the sound. I tell you, Ras Gadites, Ras Gadites, you know what? This a sting, and you're a ninja man,
Yeah. Yo, your kitchen is supposed to be your laboratory. It's supposed to
Yes,
be your lab.
yes,
So it is what your no doctor can heal you. This is your healer. When every chemist mix up in a this, remember
yes,
me tell you,
yes,
it
yes,
this is the seed I'm telling you about, the
yes.
bitter color. Go
Cola.
on your phone when you
Yes,
finish your smartphone,
yes.
especially the man them where I take Viagra and then sitting there. Trust me, this is going to make your wife be like, "Hey, honey, can I talk to you for a minute?"
Can we talk for a minute?
Yes. So I'm going to show you the finished product that I have on the stove right now. It is good for diabetes, high blood pressure, all of these things.
Mhm.
So we are on par. I wanted to just show you my
Yes.
my doctor degree. I'm a doctor.
Yes, family. Everybody should have one of those in their house. If you don't have one of those in your kitchen is not complete. Real thing.
Teacher, is the bitter color called busy? Is that what we call busy in Jamaica?
No, no.
Okay, okay.
Mhm,
This is from a different tree than the busy tree.
mhm,
This is all. It look like busy, See the
mhm,
people
mhm,
look like busy, but it's not busy. Wash it off. You
mhm,
can soak some, and
mhm,
when you soak it, you beat it out when it gets softer, because it's
mhm,
not tough. But you beat it out with your ginger, because say ginger and garlic are one next scientific sitting. Yes,
mhm,
and when you beat those three together, it deal with everything in your body. Your body
mhm,
become like Hulk. Because
mhm,
first and foremost, it's going to clean out your blood.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Out blood. When it clean out your blood now, it start to deal with the like the cells them. You know, see your T cells and those things are what you have to energize. So when you drink it, that's why them say make your food be a medicine, your medicine be a food. So when you wake up in the morning now, before you consume anything, you drink a decent bottle. Before you go to your bed, you drink a decent bottle because guess what now? It's going to be nice now. All natural additives. So you sweeten this with honey. You can tip a little lime in it because you wet name bitter color. Bitter to the mouth, but sweet to the belly.
Yes. Real thing.
Bitter to the mouth, but sweet to the belly. Don't rush your medicine to people. You can't take a full bottle, take a cup. You can't take a cup, take a spoonful. You know, not approved to nobody. Your estate, and you must deal with it accordingly. What measurement may be good for me may not be good for you. We're not just excited to be liberated. We want to be liberated with the right formula. I turn it back over to you, High Chief.
Exactly.
One more question, teacher. What time do we drink that?
First thing in the morning
Okay.
and last thing in the night.
To bed.
But as it is a supplement, when you carry your body for one journey, remember the ancestors them teach about fasting, 7-day fast. Yeah, you have up to 21-day fast. So your body will tell you how to operate it because once you take it and you find out, say, you wanna the stool, deal with that properly, the urine, everything, your body align up back now because your body takes the 7-day course where it reset back the time clock every 7 days.
Yes.
So you're going to take it for like 7 days and watch the effect. So after 7 morning and nights after taking it, you ease off for one time and you see the difference. Are you eating better? Are you more energetic? Or you have to be the chemist for these chemistry that you're putting in your body from the herbal point of view.
Absolutely. It's and also to note, family, is it gets even better. It's also a great fat burner too, and it's a metabolism, so it's going to raise your metabolism as well.
Talk about the belly got honor.
Yeah, man. You know,
Honor with your
it's a
belly.
win-win thing right across the board. It's win-win thing.
Crystal, I'm going to tell you, Crystal, you're going to be energetic. You're going to feel like, oh, me can't sleep. Me no want to sleep. Do not see it as abnormal. This is the atoms that is reacting in your body because the atoms need, you know. But what we've been doing now, a lot of us have been feeding only ground food. You not eat food. You not eat water food. There's a fruit thing set up now when me see a brother teach me about the fruits, them, my brothers and sisters. To have your apple, your pear, every because fruits are different, and a lot of people just think the fruits are orange and banana. No, and you must set out a course. Well, when you set out that course, you can have a fruit diet. There's people out there who don't eat not meat at all, you know. A straight fruit diet, them and live fun, you know. Carry on, actually.
Yeah, family.
I have a
So
question.
go ahead.
I have a question. I have a question there.
Go ahead, Brother Danny.
Yeah, for a while now, every time I digest food, it's like we get some little palpitations of a heart. It feels like that. You understand? So it's every time I digest food, you know, most times. And this has been happening for a while. But usually, I usually do keep fit, the calisthenics and them things there. But then I went to work on a building site. I was using more or less the same amount of energy that I would exercise with. But you know, muscle them configured differently. But I've been having some digestive problems. I don't know what you might suggest.
When you say you're having some digestive problem, you can't hold on your food.
No, I mean I pass all right. But it's just that most times when I'm digesting food, especially after I eat a heavy meal, for about 5 minutes after, I get some palpitations on my heart.
hold on, hold on. Brother
Mm.
Michael had said something to me today. Because anybody remember Andrews, of course. What a mistake.
Andrews.
Andrews, of
What a
course.
mistake. Andrews.
Oh, you remember what I tell you today, though? Yeah, you remember what I tell you? With the,
I
I
with
think
will
the,
some
the
baking
carrot,
soda could do it,
carrot, the
yeah.
carrot, and the baking soda.
no, that is what you
Drink that in the morning. Drink that in the
ambassador,
morning. Clear up your
ambassador,
eyesight.
ambassador
Yeah.
start over and tell Danny the recipe.
The recipe you can blend it with carrot apple, or you can just blend the carrot by itself, and then you just put some baking soda in it and make it sit down for like an hour, and drink that, and it all tastes like when you drink Andrews. You understand? Like a flavored Andrew. You understand?
That is
Good night, mommy.
that
Yeah.
is what Andrews is. Andrews is baking soda, brothers and
Yeah.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out now. I Jamaica grow some in, I know.
In a pharmacy. In the
Me na
pharmacy.
farm, me na
Yeah.
pharmacy right now. So when me come by,
What?
Some biscuit.
Guinean
Yes.
weed,
Gideon root. T-bar.
Guinean weed. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
So you say, Mikey, Ambassador Michael,
What
blend
you
up
Yes,
some
think
sir.
this
carrots
is?
and beef.
Nyankopong name
Some
on it.
some carrot with some green apple, and put some baking soda in it. I drink that like once a day, in the morning, but drink it for hungry stomach, when your stomach
You
empty.
get
No
up
drink it.
when you go
You
into
understand
your
what I
bed.
say? And when
Yeah.
you go to your bed, you can drink some too. You understand?
It,
All of them little things this. And it's good for your eyesight too. Thirsty.
okay.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Thirsty and
No,
what?
no, I wanted
No, no.
to
Well, two different
Ambassador,
thirsty. You're
just
thirsty
give it to me when you
with beer.
conduct your business. Now, listen me, Danny, that is for upset stomach. But of course, what we recommend is you make a portion, put in your bottle, get them cool, because you want to get these things to drink regularly. Because remember that our body has been deteriorating because it has a lot of wear and tear. So it's not going to be a one fix. None of these remedies are one timers. They are when needed. Like for instance, say you get upset stomach from the other day, you go take it for your 7 day, and after a 7 day, you see what you test. You must learn to test your medicines, brothers and sisters. Test your medicines. Carry on, IG.
But I think
All
you would
right.
want to drink something that would settle his stomach more, like ginger or peppermint, something
Yeah,
of
but
that sort. Or like
no,
some lime juice, little lemon in the water before you drink. Like you need to take something like 20 minutes before you actually eat the food to help settle
yeah,
everything.
but this is it now. Lime water has been alkalining with your body. That you must understand that these citrus are geared towards alkalining of our body. See?
Right.
So what Danny is going through is not an alkalining of his body per se, but we all have bad habits, as what they call it. You know, there is something that taurine, I don't know if it's the right name. You have to detox your lungs at time as a smoker. I have to do that. See, because sometimes you we don't understand that certain part of our body get clogged up, and tobacco is very, very harmful. As much as it stimulates our minds to think, but very after a time it pack up bacteria and
Yep.
bacteria. So you have to clear out your body. So that's why, Danny, I recommend 7 day span in fasting. Like
And like if you smoke Mary Jane, to that would probably make your heart palpitate. So if you're doing
yeah,
things like that, a good herb to take for smokers on a whole is something called mullein. So
I
you
Millie.
need
see.
Yes.
to
Yeah.
research that.
Me have some right here,
Yeah,
you know, and
money in
some,
my house. Keep that regular.
hold on. Me go drop it and show you what.
Mullen is selling out like wildfire on TikTok. If you
And
notice, that's what I said to I Chief Gary.
Yes.
good job, yeah,
Yes.
that's
And
good.
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful.
Me have
Danny,
some,
Blue
Yes.
vervain,
me have Millie Brownie and
as well as trumpet leaf.
Trumpet leaf. And
Up
Danny,
upper respiratory system, up and lower respiratory system.
blue vervain will help relax your heart palpitation. It might even put you to sleep. But blue vervain and magnesium help to relax you.
Well, how you spell that one there? Blue vervain. Let me see. BL.
Carry on.
VAIN.
How you spell it?
Blue and then vervain. VERVAIN. And V.
Boy, I love the class. Yes, boy.
I have some in the backyard right now. I grew up.
The blue vervain and
Mullein.
come we can go get them.
Oh, you have the mullein already. Magnesium. Trumpet leaf, yes.
Magnesium. Come usually use long words enough. Long words.
Trumpet leaf.
Yep.
Yes, trumpet.
A trumpet leaf you call it.
Remember when I picnic that kick them thing there around? Like
hello,
trumpet things.
Asthma, anything. Mama, trumpet leaf come like leaf of life, you know. Good for everything, all cut. You put that one all cut, it stop bleed.
Yeah.
Okay. I see so.
Yes. All right, family. So we can proceed. We're gonna go to our next video clip. We're gonna go into the food part of sector now.
I always simmer it in this mixture. So I use soy sauce for kake, maybe some seaweed, because that just helps the mushrooms absorb much more of the flavor. And then once they're finished simmering in that sauce, I pat them dry, cook them on the stove with a bit of coconut aminos until they are golden brown. When I had this for breakfast, I just served it with some veggies as well as the plant-based.
So what the fuck are we cooking today, little buddy? We're gonna bust out a full batch of child labor and see what we can produce. I see some crabs and some other animals, and you're icing it down.
I'm trying to get hygiene Geary slated properly. It's technology. I'm sorry, technology. I'm trying to get it on the big screen so it can be available. Let me get back into it. My apologies. Right, where is the mushroom and scallops? There you go.
Making a seafood inspired dish, I always simmer it in this mixture. So I use soy sauce for kake, maybe some seaweed, because that just helps the mushrooms absorb much more of the flavor. And then once they're finished simmering in that sauce, I pat them dry, cook them on the stove with a bit of coconut aminos until they are golden brown. When I had this for breakfast, I just served it with some veggies as well as the plant-based smoked Gouda grits. So delicious. I mentioned the brand that I use in the caption, so be sure to check that out. And then I drizzled it with this furikake and butter mixture. Too good. One thing you can count on me to do is cook with some mushrooms. I made these scallop-inspired mushrooms over plant-based smoked Gouda grits. Y'all, off the chain. Whenever I'm cooking with trumpet mushrooms and I'm making a seafood-inspired dish, I always simmer it in this mixture. So I use soy sauce for kake, maybe some seaweed, because that just helps the mushrooms absorb much more of the flavor. And then once they're finished simmering in that sauce, I pat them dry, cook them on the stove with a bit of coconut aminos until they are golden brown. When I had this for breakfast, I just served it with some veggies as well as the plant-based smoked Gouda grits. So delicious. I mentioned the brand that I use in the caption, so be sure to check that out. And then I drizzled it with this furikake and butter mixture. Too good. One thing you can count on me to do is cook with some mushrooms. I made these scallop.
Okay.
All right, family. So that dish is amazing, but there are some modifications that you're gonna have to do. We don't do butter, but what you can use, we can use a avocado oil. We can use a coconut oil. It's gonna give it a more coconutty flavor. Or we can use a grapeseed oil. But we don't really use butter, but that dish is amazing. Now, it's important to know when you want to get the flavor it's important to have your broth made up. So see how she cooked? She cooked the mushroom into the broth so it takes the flavor. That's how you set it up. You make your own broth. You see how she used seaweed. When you want things to get the flavor of to taste like seafood, seaweed is your foundation. Seaweed, coconut aminos. Um, you cook your food. You cook that like for example, you can put jackfruit. You can put whatever you want. Cook it in that. Get that to get that base for the flavor. Cook it down in there. It draws in the flavor, and then now you can turn it whatever way you want. You're gonna saute it down with some tomatoes, some garlic, some onions, things like that, and we use the different oils instead of that butter. But it is that dish you're gonna lick the plate. It's so good, and so it's quick and easy to make. And of course, the presentation is off the hook. You know, I'm a big time mushroom connoisseur, and I recommend we should be eating mushroom as a daily thing in our diet. Why? Because mushroom is the most electrical of all the foods. If you were to take out one food that is the most electrical, it's mushroom. And the beautiful thing about the mushroom is you can go 1,000 different ways, and you can make mushroom as your meat. And you just saw scallops is one way. Portobello can be used to make steak, hamburger. So that's a dish. You can go back and talk with the high priest to get that video. But that is a off the chain dish right there.
True.
Side, what you can eat on the side with that, you can have um, lasagna, but it's spelt lasagna or spelt spaghetti on the side with it. You can also have the mashed burro bananas. So that one can go with a lot of different things, as well as it can be used
Hi,
all by
Chief.
itself.
Hi, Chief. I think when we gather in some aspect, we need to teach about mushrooms because I believe there's an ignorancy when we were growing up when it comes on to mushrooms.
Yeah.
But we usually think they usually tell us, say, you know, see a cow
Oh,
shit.
God.
But there are several different species of mushroom, and the mushrooms
Absolutely.
are a next set of food. We will talk
Yes.
ear food.
I
We
want,
talk about
I want to tell you
food.
something. A mushroom and callaloo me just have today, so I can stay there with some square
My
plantain
God,
and squash and some burro
yo,
banana fried.
oh
You see,
God, yo, you're making my mouth watery as I
you
thought.
know.
But
So that should be in your
Chief,
rotation every day. Your mushrooms, and like I said, a lot of different ways to have. You can even put it in your salad, just like that, as a admixture.
and
I
as I
had
said,
I had that I had some lion mushroom powder,
oh
and I
Jesus,
made vegetable soup yesterday, and
oh
I put
God,
some in, and then I have some mushroom as well, and I chop it up and put it in there, and I eat it, and it tastes like I was eating meat.
hello, we're going to live as old as Abraham in 900 years if we continue this.
And
I'm
1,000
telling
Yeah,
you,
years
man.
me I look
Tell
for.
you.
That
Yeah,
good for your
man.
brain too, the lion's mane
yes,
mushroom.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Wow.
Yes,
yes.
because family, it's important to know, right? It's not how long you live, but it's the quality of the life that you live. Because you can be 500, but you're decrepit and it look like teals from the crib, and you're a vegetable. No, we want to eat vegetable, but we don't want to be no vegetable.
Now I want when we reach 90 and all those.
Yeah, man, we look like 30, 90.
Yeah,
90 is the new 30.
I see elder the other day, 104, and this
Yes.
man is walking. This man is walking and talking and dancing. I had to say, honest, 104. He said, "Yes, I am 104," because we have been conditioned to eat garbage. We have to deactivate those
Mhm.
McDonald's senses and Burger Kings. When you drive past those places, it's supposed to say, what smells so?
Poison.
That's the
Poison.
smell of death.
Deprogram and reprogram.
But your
I just
mind
said that.
now,
I saw a video with a lady, and she called herself Mama Lily from Jamaica. She says she's
Yes,
140 years
understood.
old.
I
Yes.
saw her, the herbalist. Yes.
Yeah, she says she
Man.
don't take none of the medication. She just find out what happened, what the master is wrong with her. Then she go home and mix up her herbs them and take her herbs them. That's it.
Lana, come into the classroom, Lana. Lana,
Yeah, man.
come
Shout
into the
out,
class.
shout out to Mama Lily. Shout out to Li Cheng Fu. He was like over 200 years old. Chinese man. There's a man in India right now. He's high in the hundreds, and he said he don't eat food and just survive by water,
Yep.
sunlight, and herbs.
Yep.
So that sounds strange and unusual to us. That's because we have been railroaded from our teaching. Because I tell people, how long we're supposed to live. They say, "Why you reach out 40 or 50?" No. 100. 100 and some was middle age. You still got a long ways to go. You see, the other thing is people don't think and say, "Okay, what am I gonna do?" No. You see what I said? Take good care of your health. It's a quality
But
of your
it
health.
seems like when they lie to us about the moon cycles, which is 13 moon cycles a year, which is 13 months for the year, 28 days in each month. They lied about everything else. So hence that.
Yes.
Right about AstraZeneca. Anyway, let us stay focused,
Let's
people.
go. Let's go to our next video. I priest.
Yeah. Yes, my Lord. Mighty God. I tell you, give thanks and praise.
The class is recorded, teacher.
Kale as well as some fresh basil, have some salt,
They are.
pepper, garlic. I think I'm just gonna do one garlic clove. One garlic clove, nutritional yeast. You could also use vegan Parmesan if you wanted to. We have our cashew butter, that much cashew butter. And I might add more. I'm just gonna go in with some apple cider vinegar. Just gonna do a bit of that. A splash of water. And now we blend. I wanna blend it up as much as I possibly can before I add in the oil. Yep, it's so good. We're about to go in with the oil. My food processor has a little hole right here, so that's where I'm gonna seep the oil through. I just let my husband taste the pesto and he agrees it is phenomenal. But again, I plan to use this in some tortellini that I'm cooking up on more pasta and on sandwiches. This is probably the best pesto I have ever made. I have my fresh kale as well as some fresh basil. I have some salt, black pepper, garlic. I think I'm just gonna do one garlic clove. One garlic clove, nutritional yeast. You could also use vegan Parmesan if you wanted to. We have our cashew butter, that much cashew butter. And I might add more. I'm just gonna go in with some apple cider vinegar. Just gonna do a bit of that. A splash of water. And now we blend. I wanna blend it up as much as I possibly can before I add in the oil. Yep, it's so good. We're about to go in with the oil. My food processor has a little hole right here, so that's where I'm gonna seep the oil through. I just let my husband taste the pesto and he agrees it is phenomenal. But again, I plan to use this in some tortellini that I'm cooking up on more pasta and on sandwiches. This is probably the best pesto I have ever made. I have my fresh kale as well as some fresh basil. I have some salt, pepper,
Right.
garlic.
Sorry about
I think I'm just gonna do one garlic clove. One garlic clove, nutrition.
All right. Oh man, that is another key.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, high priest.
I went to the supermarket to my corner shop, and I pick up some avocado because I am finding myself making avocado. I don't know if y'all get it, but avocado butter can be used in your bread. It can be used on your fruit. And avocado is like the next energy thing that we have to tap into. Avocado, blend it up
Yes, sir.
as a butter paste.
Yes. Me use it in a me juice them too. With me
Yes.
sea mass. And blend up with it too. and make smoothie.
Avocado
You can
sea
make
moss?
you can make avocado ice cream, with tea
Mighty.
mass and other stuff, Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
The
You can make, and the seed. You see the seed?
Yes.
You can dry the seed and throw some Pepsi Cola upon it or some baking soda and you use as a painkiller when it's
Yep.
No,
sore.
no. What I
Oh
do with the seed,
no. I
I
make
cut up
tea with
the
a seed.
no.
The seed can use with tea too.
Hold on, no. I cut up the seed. I put some alcohol on it and I put it in a spray bottle. And remember, I say you have back pain or anything, master.
Yes,
Great.
chocho.
Yes.
Yes,
Remember that
sir.
you walk out the door, pain run away.
Yep.
Pain run. Yes, sir. I show that.
Yes. Yes.
No.
With the avocado, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. You see the avocado, right? It gives things like if your thing's liquid, it's gonna give it the creaminess. It's gonna give it the texture, the creamy texture.
Mm.
That's the secret avocado. I use it with many different things to make like dips,
Yes.
sauces, as well. Hot sauce, avocado.
Let's stop use butter. Stop use
That's the
butter.
butter. Yeah, man. Put
Butter
that
that.
on your spelt bread.
Yes, sir.
Now to connect that to this dish here. Why this is a strategic dish with this pesto? Because this pesto, like I said, you're looking at fiber, and you're also looking at a very versatile thing that you can use. You can put it on your bread. You can put it on the side. It's a side dish that you can put it on. You can use it in a lot of different things and a lot of different combinations. If you're making like sandwiches, like we're talking like vegan type sandwiches, it's very versatile, and that's why it was chosen to be featured, because it's multi-purpose, like I said. So we want to have a thing built in. So okay, this can be used many different ways, and it's very simple, very easy to use. By the way, I want to tell you too, family, you can make plenty and you can freeze it. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
So just to
You
let you
can
know.
never have too much. Never.
Yes.
Avocado and nut butter as me use, like avocado butter and them thing there.
Yes.
Them thing. Alfalfa. You know
Yeah, man.
alfalfa?
Yeah, man.
Alfalfa. Me use alfalfa for build. Me brew my alfalfa with berries. With berries. Cause it's a gorilla food, Gorilla food we eat, You understand? As men, we eat gorilla food, berries and leaves and herbs, 'cause people think that true, I'm still the gorilla so big, them think that the gorilla is a carnivorous. The gorilla is a vegetarian and a fruitarian and leaves and them thing there. You understand? It's a herb word too. So in build. So the alfalfa mixed with the berries make you put on weight. And if you want to put on weight, you can blend certain things with it. You can blend the avocado. You can make the avocado with the cashew nut. Because cashew nut have a high. Like when I hear people say vegan food can make them put on weight. I say because I'm not study the food them will carry weight. So
Exactly.
if you start avocado, make you put on weight if you know if you balance it with other things and you put on your mass. Same way and get firm, same way like the gorilla. You understand? So a gorilla food we eat now. You understand? Alkaline gorilla.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you for that, Ambassador Michael. Okay, I priest, we can go to the
Yes.
next video.
Yes,
You're welcome.
sure. Let me just take time out to big up Professor Strength. They're trying to get into the classroom, but as usual, we do not overstretch the classroom because we want to learn, but the YouTube is there, and I am seeing everyone that's on the YouTube. So this is a class that is geared to sharpen us, and our food is our medicine, and our medicine is our food. We have the nutritionist, High Chief Gary. He's unleashing some gems tonight, mighty God. Boy, 300 years.
Hi, welcome to Ice Conscious Kitchen. Today I'm making alkaline boiled mashed potatoes. And the items I'm using are currently on Dr. Safe Nutritional Guide, and they are green boiled bananas, hemp milk, onion powder, green onions, sea salt, and spring water. So let's begin. I'm going to take the green burrows, make sure they're green, because when they're green, they taste like potatoes when you cook them. But if they're yellow, they're going to taste like a sweet banana. We want to just get the skin off. Just kind of like peel it. Sometimes you have to peel it off. All the bananas don't come off. First, I'm going to take about 8 burro bananas. The recipe calls for 6 to 8, depends on the size. Now I'm going to take a cup of hemp milk. You can also use walnut milk. I'm also add 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of sea salt. And we're going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. So the burros are now done. You want it a little soupy because when you cook it, it's going to cook out some of the milk. Now we're going to cook the burro bananas on a medium heat. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of green onions. And if you don't have the burro bananas, you can use like 2 cups of cooked garbanzo beans and do the same process in the food processor. I'm going to let this cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I've been cooking the burros for about 10 minutes. And they're getting a little thick. You can add more milk. I'm going to add some spring water to it. And then you also want to season it to taste. We're going to let it cook for another 10-15 minutes. And make sure you keep an eye on this because it will stick to the pan. If you add too much water, you just have to cook it longer until it thickens. So after about 25 minutes, this is the texture of it. Now we're ready to serve it. And there it is, alkaline burro mashed potatoes. It goes great with my alkaline onion gravy. The recipe is in the description box below. It looks delicious. And it tastes delicious. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
All right.
I never used to like that banana when I was growing up.
Frog banana. Yeah. But, hey, it's one of the best banana here. It's one of the if you talk about protein and things for your body, frog banana, especially the red one.
We have so much in the yard and never used to like them. The seeds inside, I used to be scared of it.
That my granny used to make banana porridge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you know it's the treasure. So that's just a tip. That's just a drop in the bucket in terms of what can be done with it. Now, here's what the interesting thing is. Grand Rising, Grand Evening, Earl, Brother Earl, thanks for joining us.
Grand Rising, sorry I'm late.
We have to run.
Earl, all the food's already been eaten. There's only a few crumbs left,
It smells so good too.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So with that dish, right now, that's another strategic dish. Why I pulled it out, because again, the versatility. We love our mashed potatoes, right? But I want for you to enjoy your mashed potatoes. But we're gonna make some adjustment. We still, in fact, we have even more flavor, but we know we are winning. We're going to get that same fullness. We got our alkalinity, and we're winning big time. And that dish, you can make a wrap with it. You can put some of that. You can put some sauteed mushroom with that. You know what I'm saying? And you can make a wrap and put a piece of avocado in there, and you wrap that up. You got yourself a wrap. Very, very filling. So, so there you go. So now we're not missing that gap now with our mashed potatoes. There's your mashed potato. I'm going to tell you something very, very interesting. You see over here, that's one of the best kept secret, those bananas. Those bananas are cheaper to buy than the hybrid banana that they make, and it's much cheaper to buy than the potato that they sell. So when they see
All
me
right.
come and they see me make off with it, they know I just walked away with a treasure.
So I chief. Instead of we using the hemp milk, we could use this coconut oil inside of it.
Oh, definitely. You can flavor it whatever way that you want. Now when you put that oil in there, right? It's gonna help it a little bit from sticking, but it's gonna take it in the direction of giving it a coconutty kind of a flavor, which is really, really good. It tastes really, really good that way. As well as you can use coconut milk too.
Yep. No, but that's the only real milk, you know. Cow's milk and goat milk and
Hemp
milk.
milk. You got hemp milk and you got walnut milk too. Or even Brazil nut milk.
Well, you know, true, we are Jamaicans. We don't believe in this almond milk, but
Yeah,
when it
man.
comes
No,
to
no, yeah.
coconut milk,
Yes,
because
coconut
we
milk.
must also know that the coconut in its natural form, it
Mm-hmm.
goes on our bone, you know, and the only thing that stays on our bone is mucus, and that is what deteriorate our bone. So you clean your bone.
Yes,
That's why we encourage people to be very alkaline. Suck a
yes,
lime 4 times, bust a lime and just suck it out.
yes,
Smack.
yes,
And
yes.
all of that energy, cause guess what? It is going to your marrow. Your
Mm-hmm.
marrow is where your cells hang out. In the so everything hang out and have party, you know. So if
Mm-hmm.
you have mucus are going for your marrow bone, them, that means you have to put up some defense. The lime and the garlic and the ginger is one of our most ancient of time when it comes down to curing the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So there you go. You got an excellent recipe. So remember that sauteed that scallop mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens now when we put that mashed banana with that?
Ooh.
Okay. I rest my
Iron
case.
on top of iron. My
I rest
God.
my case. So you
Iron.
got flavor, fullness, nutrition. You checked all the boxes nutritionally, and you got the full.
Iron and
We
steel.
live to feel full. We want to feel full. So there you go.
Boy, I love the class, yeah. The class, yeah, full of knowledge. Hey, the class here is priceless. I bear things, and what I have to be doing is a mental challenge because our taste bud have been programmed for so much garbage where when you hear about bitter colors, no want none of that. But that's how your body need. When you hear about the beetroot and ginger, I can't bother with that. But that is what I tell you. Them worse
Bitter
of man
sour
that
pungent.
eh? Yeah.
I'm
Bitter
making a drink
sour
tomorrow. I'm
pungent.
making I'm making beetroot and carrot, pineapple, ginger drink
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I am making pineapple and cucumber with ginger tomorrow and lime.
Oh, yeah,
Remember me
cucumber
tell
as
you.
well.
Don't forget your chocho, you know. That's
See,
that's that's
And
that one
chayote.
everybody's sleeping on
oh,
chocho
I'm going up by the Mexican store tomorrow to get some chow chow.
and some tuna.
Uh,
Yeah,
aloe
that's
vera.
another green juice, I chief. The green
Yes,
juice. The tuna and the chochen and the green juice there with the callaloo, raw callaloo on it.
yes, yes. Keep in mind, family. It's the tuna, right? The actual
Yes.
tuna, not the aloe vera. You can use that tuna as a substitute for bell pepper. It have the same flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that in mind. So I Chris, anybody got
Yes.
any more questions on that last recipe? Everybody
Um,
everybody in
I
the kitchen,
think
I'm making
we
right now.
are. Anybody have anything to say? Say
I
it now.
rewatch it. I rewatch the tape and write on the recipe, the ingredients, and do the recipe.
Oh, all the recipes have been put in the classroom as far as the YouTube link. So when you go there, you can click on research and come back inside the
Yeah.
teaching. I am setting up everything again, as I said. We don't throw away information. We stockpile information because we always have to be doing revision. And these classes are not for anybody to come here and say, I'm going to go one class, I'm going to learn everything. That is not how we learn. We learn by getting the evidence, dissecting it, and we test it for ourselves. So when we recommend it, we can tell you exactly, yeah, man, it's good for this, it's good for that. I think that is the best way to go. We have to be our own scientists, our own chemistry. As you noticed, and as we said, if it's a physical attack on our temple, we have to have safeguard how to shield ourselves from these attacks. And I think the food that we consume will play a very vital role in attacking some of the ills that they are putting out there in the atmosphere, in our foods, and also in the inoculation. So, Chief Gary, you are heading one of our best department, which is our health and wellness department. I'm so happy that you had the site, be on site to start this so long ago, when a lot of people were saying documents and health not go together. And we say, if we get a dead man documents to go use, it don't make sense. So we need you to be living.
Yes. Yes.
So health and wellness is very, very good. And I likewise see the doctor here with you tonight, with us tonight. And of course, Lana is out there. We have a lot of brilliant minds. We are working administratively how to apply this formula so the formula can serve us for the better. And I thank you for that.
So, family, just to let everybody know, when I bring patients to the healing retreat here in Panama, these are some of the dishes that they receive. You know, so yeah, this is what it is. You know, so we introduce a food and reintroduce food in a different way. And just to let you know, kalaloo, you see, like a steamed kalaloo goes with that mashed potato, you know. So even the pesto would work with that too on the side. You see, so right there we have something. Those dishes, they have so much versatility and simplicity to them. All right, so for this next one now, we're gonna go to, like I said, a daily herb we can take for a supplement. Like I said, so we want to take, instead of multivitamin, we want to take a multi-herb or herbs, and one of the best, which is the king of iron, the king of the iron world, the plant that has the number one, the highest concentration of iron, is the sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla is the king, and the burdock is the queen. So when we're talking numbers, we're talking high into the 9 in the pH levels, and they work very fast. They go to your system very quick. That's a great thing about it. So basically uploading oxygen, you know, into the blood, into the cells. So it's a very quick, fast acting herb. Now for this recipe, next one, I just want to give it a little pre on it. We're gonna turn this into, we can go with a tea, but you can also use it to make it into a lemonade. So we would just add the lime and use honey, you know, to sweeten it, or agave or coconut sugar or date or monk fruit sugar. But high priest.
Okay, here we go.
I want to cook with it all the time.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hi Chief.
All right. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, I priest.
We're getting long. Lana is giving out some gems. She says that she wash them, she dry them, and then she blend them down, grind them down to powder. And I think that is even more powerful because once these TLC, once these these things get into your body, it start working immediately. And Angela is saying that she used our skin of our banana for make porridge. I think you get straight from your kitchen garden. You can use it. Buy it here. I wonder. I would peel off some of the skin after washing them in distilled water. A lot of conversation happening in the classroom. Of course, that is why we have the classroom. Continue, hi, Chief Gary.
Yes.
What
let me ask a question here.
show it? What that Angela show it?
Yes.
Let me ask a question now.
Some saucy pearl
You know
I
what?
from the last class.
Okay. Oh.
And Sister Angela, not joke. What?
Yeah, between
Man.
Angela and
What? You have some sarsaparilla powder. What's the best way to prepare it?
It depends. You can do many things with it. Okay, let me give an idea. All right, if you want to just make a simple tea, you could just put it in the water, and then you can strain it out. Now, why do I drill down heavily on this? And so did the late great Dr. Sebi with sarsaparilla, right? Is because it's so potent and it works so quickly and is so effective. Now, some of the benefits of it, of course, it's going to raise your iron level, your hormone level, make your hair, your skin, your everything cell proliferate, right? It's good for the cognitive function, central nervous system. But when you want to get your iron up, that's one of these herbs that you go to. Now, when you want to make it, right? I like to make it as a lemonade, and I like to infuse it. When I make it as a lemonade, I infuse it with my sea moss. So as a gel now, as a combination. So now I have a lemon sarsaparilla infused sea moss gel. So look how powerful that is. That with sea moss that you have it with. So what you can do, what I recommend, make a big pot, plenty of it, and you can freeze the rest and then use a little bit of it. And then what you froze, you can use that to do other things with it. You can also cook like our brilliant brother Karim had mentioned. You can cook other things with it, but I like to use it foundationally to make lemonade and infusion from my sea moss. You can put that with also to tamarind, tamarind sarsaparilla sea moss infusion. I'm a mad scientist like that, and it tastes really, really good. But foundationally, what's great about the sarsaparilla, right? It doesn't really have too much of an overbearing. It has a woody, slightly earthy kind of taste. But when you put the other herbs in it, like the lemon, it takes away from it. And you can put what they call it, sorrel. It works excellent too, because sorrel is another great thing too for the blood.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take over. So you just make the sorrel. You put your clove, you put your cinnamon, you put your ginger, your lemon, and you're gone. Mix it up like that, and that's a nice drink. So if you got kids, you can give that to them. That's a nice way to give them medicine without they even realize that they're having medicine.
Thank you very much. I've got my sea moss, I've got my tamarind,
What?
and I've
Man.
got my sarsaparilla. I'm gonna
Yo,
make this
Sister
drink.
Angela of our laboratory, right now, folks.
I am just soaking up all of this because all of these things we were told garbage is
Man.
no they're priceless. When I see Angela has to go and pay for sarsaparilla run while up on the land of St. Mary, you have to pay for even honey when we tell you about them and that chop down on the tree because bees there. But this is confirming that we are doing something that is phenomenal. We have held on to
Family,
our code.
this makes
And
me feel, this interaction that we're having makes me feel so good, because you know what it is? It is showing me that what we are saying is reaching our people, and that
yes,
I can look down the line a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, say, you know what? Our word has spread, our nation is healthy, and our nation at somewhere
what
down the road is
I
going to be
I
known
want
as a
to carry
nation.
I want to I want
What's going on here? Karim, what's sound we don't know.
to dig up.
What you tell us up with Karim?
That's some tamarind never about to eat, sir. Look at tamarind, that's all.
No, but you know that out of all of the alkaline food, tamarind is one of the main one.
Woo! What?
Mm.
Copper, zinc,
Oh
that's
wow.
brain, and that's for reproduction system. Great for women, great,
Mm?
excellent for men. Copper
Wow.
and zinc, and it's excellent source
Wow.
of fiber.
You know what? My dog, I was
Even
home
the
the other day
seed too,
eating
you can parse
tamarind.
the seed. You can parse the seed. The seed's got good stuff in there too.
I
No,
was
you
home the
know.
other day. I was
Hold
home
on,
the other day
hold on.
eating tamarind, and the dog. I gave the dog the tamarind in the shell and everything, and them just bring it out of the shell and eat up everything else.
Oh, hello. Next to the thinking to seed, the tamarind seed is next. It's a armor. If you rub it too much on the concrete, it can burn you like fire. It and the thinking to a seed. It is those next to the coconut, those are the cousins. Here, as far as nuts goes. And the jackfruit seed again. Mighty God. Yo,
Next week, man. Next week, we're gonna hit you guys hard. We're gonna hit you guys even harder. Now, just to let you know, family, tamarind is very abundant here in Panama, and it's very cheap. It's a giveaway. It's abundant here. Tamarind, drop off a tree and go bad. You can buy your tamarind for here little and nothing. Tamarind, ready to eat, sweet too, no sugar
yes.
added. Yeah,
This
man.
is jackfruit
Right
seed.
this up.
Right.
Jackfruit seed,
Yeah, man.
tamarind seed,
What,
thinking
man?
tour.
Wow.
Woo!
So, Angela, you're OD. You're OD. Angela, you're OD. You are
Don't
nice.
listen to him, Angela. Don't listen to him. He's stuck up in a Jamaica. Him feel away.
Angela, I tell me we all feel like, we have missed out big time, guys.
That's why I'm not sure
The
nothing,
mango, the naceberry right now. Oh my goodness.
Me not
Hey,
sure,
guess
Oh,
me
what?
not sure
Kareem.
nothing tonight. Me not
I
sure
know
nothing.
Kareem, you are rubbing it in our face, but you
Yeah,
want to eat. You eat.
Mr. Carey,
Yo,
Yeah.
Tamarind.
You know, same
Guess
just
what?
zoning for you. No,
I
no,
I
no.
went I went home this time to get some sausage pearl, but I was so busy I couldn't get any sausage pearl this time.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah, man.
no,
So
no.
just to let you know, with the tamarind, you can also make a nice sauce too, like on the side. So it is a very powerful, but like I said, for men especially, that's copper and zinc. And we know that's copper and zinc is what? For the brain. Copper and zinc is also too for the reproductive system to get your swag back.
Ah,
That's why I like to infuse it in my sea moss because guess what sea moss does? Copper and zinc, magnesium, your electrical function. So 92 are your minerals. There it is, man. Yes. Yes. This is what I love to see. This is what I love to see. The word is getting out, it's spreading. When people are looking
yeah.
around, they're gonna tell say maroon people, some maroon people. They say, oh, look on them skin, look how healthy them look how them move. Look how sharp them is mentally. Just like the nation of Islam, when they move around, they can tell. They said they're gonna be tell our nation, identify them like that as well. So this is beautiful to see, man.
Uh,
That's
Ambassador, just to let you know, we are 31 over. Lana
yes.
is in the UK. She said, Angela, keep up that good work. She could have come check you for some of them thing there. And tomorrow, we're supposed to have Professor Strength on. Him can't wait because the 2 week, like the teacher, them go dig up a heap of things where then coming back with blood in the ear as well, like a John says. So the professor he called me all night last night. Sometimes I said, Professor, don't drench me and give me so much info. But he is an oracle. All of our brothers and sisters are the oracle towards our knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So he's very excited about it. Lorna, I'm asking Lorna for take a night. He's at UK, but I need Danny to feel comfortable. I need all our brothers and sisters globally. Whenever you come on this panel, there must be somebody from your region as far as tutoring you and teaching you the ethics so you can feel included sovereign wise. I need so Sister Lorna, she's going to give us at least some of her time. So Danny can have a proper consultant in that neck of the woods. Our chiefs are our consultant. Whenever time you don't know something, you make sure you call and say, hey chief, so and so we can attack it collectively. Talking about that, Kareem, you asked a question today. I would really like you to put it across the board and see if we can get a small answer. About 5 minutes we can throw on it about the post office thing that you called today about getting our herbs shipped over to us. And before you do that, Saji mentioned Sunday that we are branding our product now, so it will have on the Nyankopong because that's what Dr. Merle was there for as far as a herbal. But thank God the ancestors show us sight beyond sight. Now we have High Chief Gary who's going to oversee this thing from a herbalistic, practical point of view. We're labeling our stuff. He's working closely with the people on the grounds, even Panama and Jamaica and globally, where, like Cersei, we're going to put on the Nyankopong label upon it. Yes, anything busy, we're going to put on the Nyankopong label upon it. Soursop leaf, we're going to put on the Nyankopong label upon it. So this is another segment to our wealth again because herbalists are going to become the wealthiest people on planet now. Pharmaceuticals just get a hit. They admit that they're poisoning people. So we have to brace ourselves higher. It's a tale of big of yourself. But Kareem, take the floor now and explain to them what you were explaining to me.
All right. God rising brother Taylor, I just a coming, but to every Maroon
Taylor, brother,
family.
Taylor, they a long time, man. If they a long time for YouTube.
The issue that I'm currently having is I have a box with a bunch of herbs in Jamaica already labeled and ready to be shipped off. My cousin went to the post office to try to ship it today, and what he was told that quote unquote he would need to take it to the airport for them to basically relabel everything and then send it to us. And in my head, that don't make any sense if everything is already labeled and it's in a box and everything is separated and labeled properly. So I was wondering, how could we get around that part by sending it through the post office, since we are postmaster general in the future or right now?
Okay. One of the things, does your cousin have his documents?
Not as yet.
Okay, then that might be. And then the next thing is we go back to that big N word, which is notification. So those are important things. Those are some of the things that, like I said, we're going to. Hopefully, we can knock this thing out in the next months coming. That we can clear the way, pave the way for all of our shipping and all that. Because remember, when you're shipping sovereign to sovereign, it's very different versus shipping um, colonial to sovereign. So I priest God eyes can add to the our ambassador Michael. So it's notification. So you need to do brother Earl Karim, our New York posse, New Jersey posse. The port authorities need to get a letter from your jurisdiction as to clearing the way, that that goods and everything comes through. So it's important. The notification must be put out there, and to take the space. Remember, family, there is space there for us to take, but it will not be occupied until you take it. How do we do it? Through our notification. I priest, can you add to that, or
What type of labeling was on it? The type, what type of labeling you had on it? You had any
Just
expiration? What type? What
no,
it is? The
no,
batch
no.
that it comes from?
I just
Because
had I
you
just
also
had
need
the
to
name.
find out their requirements and meet their requirements in
yeah?
moving stuff like that from point A to point B, or
Yeah.
they'll take it. They need to find that out as well.
Uh,
All right,
uh,
so I'll have to do some more research on that is concerned, because I just figured out I was looking at it like this. If I get the herbs together, get it all separated, packaged by itself, and named properly, then I could send it. And that's how I had it. Everything was dried and ready to go. It's not saying it's tea, it's not saying it's nothing. It just has its original name on it.
um, let me say this, right? The post office this is there as a local functioning office within the jurisdiction where it
Mhm.
is. For instance, like anytime they're going on the water, that has become merchant. That is goods now.
Mhm.
Now, anything that the corporation does not recognize, it will throw it away. You notice you come through the airport and you bring a nice stringy mango, and the idiot them tell us, no, we can't allow stringy mango because it is not the mangoes from this neck of the woods. It's not under their jurisdiction. It's foreign. It's labeled as foreign entity. Now, when you're sending foreign entity, as far as labeling it, they are saying that it's coming into their jurisdiction, right? So labeling is very important. And as a high chief Gary said a while ago, we have a herbal department. So when you're sending things, it must be labeled under herbalistic contribution. They cannot intercept our herbal remedies because this is not from their pharmaceutical department. This is from our sovereign
Okay.
herbs department. So you have to make these
So I
things
need
clear to them that the herbs that you're sending in is part of your cultural benefits, and it is
so
going toward your physical endurance.
so what you're saying is I need to
Hold on,
notify them in Jamaica that
hold
I'm
on.
sending from.
No, hold on. You see, if you can get a doctor to just simply put a stamp on that, or even the office snagger post, because a bomb can snagger sell me things every single minute and them can't stop him. One seal from snagger post or from the office, or some medical practitioner to say that yes, It's all good. Them can't stop your shipping. Brother, where you at?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, and give them
Then I
a
might have to
notification
make a trip
with
up
that
to the
way the way
office
is
and get it
clear.
done.
So in the future, when thing come through, it's already the lane runway is already set for takeoff.
Snagger push send out things every day, man. Talk to Snagger. Me go and say Snagger, I want this and that. And two is it reach. Because the next thing again now, the post office has been elevated, brothers and sisters. Remember that it's at a technological era. That's why I said that we have to all become postmaster general. It's not a building that is the post office anymore. It's you, the estate. It's you, the estate. So therefore, if I went to the post office and I'm talking about stamps and so forth. And you find out that some of the knowledge that we have, the common work, and the post office is not geared into that. So we can't go there and seek assistance for them. We have to go with the intention of operating as business people. So when you go there, this is to go there and this is to look about. So I think it's a good question. It is 41 minutes over the hour, and I'm excited about class, but I have to sign out of YouTube. I can leave the back, I can leave you on the campus, on the campus where you can hang out, but I must remind you that the dogs will be out. And the front gate is going to be closed. There's a little cut in the
We might
fence.
have
I'm
a
asking,
dog fence tonight.
do not tear out the fence opening much wider because I know people coming on the compound.
Me don't want tear me uniform when me I go through the fence. Mercy.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Yeah.
So you
Yes,
can see it
family.
like class. You can see it like classroom, but the light have got turn off by 9. That's the
Yes, family. So I priest, it's funny you mentioned stringing man going up because guess what I got right in front of
If
me?
you not show me anything, yo, yeah.
Oh no, no, me have my East India. Don't me just assure you
Not
just a
overdo
man.
it now. We not overdo it as I got now.
Yeah,
No more show
yeah.
off on we, as good
Oh,
as.
over
We
here
not
we call it mango calidad. We call it mango
overdo
calidad.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
overdo it.
yeah,
Well,
man. Yes, family. So family, like I said, what I love, from I see the evolution of our teaching classes. Everybody coming a little bit shy, but I'm so glad that the interaction, because the interaction is very, very important going forward. And I just want to remind you, just before I go, that remember what we are doing right now. We are embarking on history just by being on this very program that our children will say, you know what? They put in the work and they made it possible for us to be there. So this is a part of an archive. This is a part of a declaration as to who we are as a people. So remember, this also goes as part of the portfolio of the Nyankopong Sovereign Maroon Global Tribal Nation territories. Keep that in mind. And please like and share.
uh, for everybody who is practicing sorcery, get your equipment. You cannot practice.
Your tools.
Yes, the tools of the trade. Yes, tools of the trade. Yeah, man. Yes.
Nothing difficult. It's easy. It's just us
Mhm.
applying. This ball, as simple as it looks, same.
Oh man, I saw one of that last Friday.
And it lasts so long that you have that for the next, you can pass that down in his will. I
Mm,
please can do.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
This
go back to the shop and get one.
yes.
people will fight and ask, who daddy left the chemist spot for? Not me. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, because it will show that I trust the next generation with who I'm leaving this to. Yes, because I exercise it in front of them and I let them know how important it is. This is your medicinal beat up. This is when you have to pull it raw, some ginger and cut you up with some garlic and beat it out till it juice around me, can't drinking natural juice, a teaspoon of diet, amount of nose not promote your body be like,
Oscar, that you have comments on YouTube, you have comments in this chat, and you have comments in the WhatsApp group. So you need to look at all three.
the thing about it is, all of who is commenting is really, really people who have been walking with us, Lana and Angela. Them are two stalwart. You know what I mean? They are into the thing. We are, you know what is happening? We are accepting our destiny. When they get sick now, nobody now say, we go to hospital. That's a hospital, I last resort. I guess, see, hospital, yeah? I hospital, listen,
A granny me grow
Expansion.
with you know. You know when you grow with granny and great granny, you know what that is. The
yeah, man.
kitchen garden.
This father, this granny, the granny left the apron and this in a year
The
possession.
apron. The apron,
The
you
apron
understand?
and too well to sit, father.
And the yaba. The yaba.
Ah, oh, yes, thank
Family.
you. Yes.
So, family, on that note, thank you so much. Great class tonight. Thank you so much for your participation. And I leave here even more empowered than when I came in because I see the word is truly spreading as towards that. And for that, I'm so proud of you all. Much thanks. High priest, thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow. All hail family.
We shall obey.
We shall be.
We shall be.
All
We shall
real.
be.
All real.
We shall have you, Babylon.
The world is a troubled place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place